Today we're talking about the Leupold RX-1400i TBR rangefinder with flight path technology. What does all that mean? Let's check it out. So this is the RX-1400i TBR. It is Leupold's second generation of this rangefinder. The added part of the second generation is the flight path technology. That's what got my attention into this. I love Leupold products. I have a pair of their BX1 Mackenzie HD binoculars. This rangefinder is great because of its size. It fits in every single rangefinder pouch, which I was having a problem with one of my previous rangefinders, was that it wasn't fitting in the pouch. It kept getting hung up, which I didn't think initially was going to be a problem, but over time started to bother me. What I liked about this is that there is a ballistic side to it if you are a rifle shooter, and there is a bow side to it if you are an archer. So we're going to focus on the bow side of it. For now, I will mention some of the other features for the rifle side. It is a 1400 yard rangefinder. The TBR is total ballistic range and windage. So it has 25 different ballistic options to choose from. You choose your bullet, you choose your caliber, you choose a number of different options, and it will give you windage at certain distances, where you should hold, where you shouldn't. It's packed full of information for the rifle shooter, so definitely look into that if you are shooting a rifle. If you are an archer and a bow hunter, there is a bow mode. Bow mode will give you angle compensation, so when you're shooting out of that tree stand or down that mountain or up that mountain, it's going to give you the proper range based on the angle that you're at. It also has flight path technology. This is super cool. So flight path technology, once you have it calibrated in the rangefinder, will give you a hash mark in your viewfinder at 20 yards to any obstructions that you may encounter with your arrow. So as your arrow leaves your bow and starts to arc, whatever distance you're at, it will always tell you at the 20 yard mark, there will be a hash mark, and you'll be able to see, okay, there's a deer coming down there, I'm going to range it, it's at 30 yards, but oh, at 20 yards there's that stick that's in the way. It's going to notify you and identify things within your view that you might not right away pick up on because you're focusing on the deer or the animal or whatever it is, but that hash mark will tell you, hey, pay attention, your arrow's probably going to hit this. So we're going to go through the calibration method for this. There is a series of things that you have to do. We're going to need some Scotch tape. We're going to also need the inside the box. They come with a calibration sheet. It also comes with a manual and a pouch. It's got a lanyard, and it's got a quick action card showing you what the display means, and on the back showing all of your load groups for your rifles. The calibration mode here for flight path, you're going to attach this to the wall about 10 yards away from you. You're going to line up your sight, and you're going to put a piece of tape over top of the housing of your sight. So this is a slider sight. For slider sights, you're going to put the tape over here, you're going to mark where your 20 pin is, you're going to mark where your 60 is, and then you're going to stand back at 10 yards, you're going to put this on the wall, and you're going to keep walking until you line up where that 20 and 60 hash mark is on the tape, the Scotch tape. They're going to line up here with the 20 and 60 here. You're going to go through the menu options to calibrate flight path, and once that is calibrated and saved, it is good for your sight and knowing when you are at 20 yards and what obstructions you may face. Another thing that I love about this particular rangefinder, it has a red reticle. Having a red display is super important. One of the other rangefinders I had was only black, and it was hard to see in low light. And generally, you really need to be able to see what you're looking at through here in low light, because a lot of times the animals will come in first thing in the morning or right at last light. So being able to see the red reticle is very important. There's also a number of dimmer settings where you can increase or decrease depending on the lighting for the time of day that you're in. This is a 5 times magnification rangefinder. It also has 3 reticle options in terms of the small square and 2 lines, or just the 2 lines. It is waterproof and fog proof and is good from minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit up to 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which is minus 40 degrees Celsius up to 71 degrees Celsius. So I think you're safe to say that you're good in almost every type of climate that you are going to find yourself in, especially in North America. There's also a line of sight mode, which will blast through and show you targets at any type of angle and give you that direct line of sight to the range that you are trying to get. And again, the bow mode uses trigonometry to find out your angle compensation and give you the right range based off of the angle that you find yourself in, whether you're in a tree stand or you're shooting up a hill or you're on a mountain or wherever you are. So with the rifle TBRW setting, it can give you your range with up to a 10 mile an hour wind at a 90-degree angle with up to 800 yards to find out your exact range for that type of a shot. The last target option will identify the farthest target away from you through any type of fog or rain or moisture, and it will identify the farthest target on the laser's trajectory no matter what weather conditions you're in. So just like all the other rangefinders, this takes a CR2 battery. It's 4 inches long by 1.4 inches wide, so it's a very nice, compact. It's very lightweight. There's not a lot of weight to it. It is plastic, but does have this rubberized armor on the top and the bottom, which is where you're going to be doing most of your gripping anyway. And you can obviously, does also have a focus ring near the eye cup. It weighs 5 ounces and has an accuracy up to 125 yards by plus or minus half a yard, and out to 1,000 yards by plus or minus 2 yards. So this is going to range deer out to 900 yards. It's going to range trees out to 1,200 yards, and then it's going to range reflective targets out to 1,400 yards. So that's where the 1,400 comes from. And this is $199 US. You can't go wrong with Leupold products. They stand behind their products. They do have a lifetime guarantee on all of their products, which is great to know that the company that you are deciding to spend your hard-earned money on is going to stand behind the products that they are putting out, which is great. Now we're going to go through the calibration mode for the flight path technology. We're going to go outside. I'm going to stick this on the barn. We're going to put the tape on the sight. I'm going to mark out my 20, mark out my 60, walk back until it lines up here, and then we're going to calibrate the rangefinder. Alright, so I've taken my Elite Ethos, got my CVE Trek Pro Micro 3V. I've marked where my 20 and 60 yard pin are on the tape, and now I've taped it to the sight housing. You can see here. Now what we're going to do is make sure we're at 10 yards. Perfect, exactly 10 yards right here. So based on where these line up with the pin marks on the calibration sheet, I'm at 10.5 yards. We're going to go into flight path, we're going to calibrate it. I'm going to put this from this very spot right here, it's about 10.5 yards for me, is where my 20 and my 60 line up with the 20 and 60 on the sheet there. You turn this on, you scroll through the flight path, you're going to put the reticle for your rangefinder on the 60, and then you're going to keep hitting the on button until that hash mark lines up with the 20, and then you're set. So here we go. Mode, turn on, it's in bow mode. Hold down the menu, you're in bow mode, hit it again, display is on high. Again, unit is in yards. Again, last target is off. Flight path is on. Now I'm going to put the reticle down at 60, and I'm going to click until that hash mark comes up to the 20 yard mark, which is right there, and I'm going to hit mode again. That is very cool. Now it's set, and any distance that I shoot out to, it's going to show me in the display where that hash mark is. For more information about Leupold and all of the optics and other products that they sell, head on over to leupold.com. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for more videos like this. There's going to be a whole lot more products hitting the table this year, as well as a number of hunts to show you and take you on with me. So again, thanks for watching. Hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. It really appreciate it. It really helps get these out to the masses, and we'll see you on the next one.